What's good and what's not is K the Med Muse. Let's check this out.
The ultimate mystery that is behind all religions is alchemy. Even the word alchemy, al, which means S-U-N, sun, S-O-N, sun, and it also means God, chemi, which means black. Alchemy means basically the black sun. It is the study of the substance called melanin in its biological form, but in its spiritual form, it is the study of every primordial substance in the universe, on earth, and some stuff that's even outside of the universe, which is the ultimate manifestation and the crystallizing stone that put all of this particular substances of the universe together to make a new reality.
The more melanin you have, the more you're connected to your ancestors. You can pull on thoughts that you didn't even know were there because melanin gives you ancestral memory. That's based on melanin.
Melanin is crushed up death because it comes from another dimension, and it's leaving that dimension represents death in another dimension, and then it comes here to this dimension. Melanin comes from the Indo-European root male 3. Let's go to the whiteboard. So melanin, this is the root it comes from. Roman numeral 3 is broken up into families, and it means dark colored, i.e. black.
Is this? Alchemy is the study of melanin. Melanin, or the alchemy in you, is a pre-physical substance. It is a pre-physical substance.
And melanin is a cosmic repository of knowledge, cosmic memory, akasha. If it is ignited and properly cultivated, it illuminates the pineal gland, which is what the rocket that carries Superman to Earth represents. It conducts energy and music.
Conductors have also evolved into virtuoso performers who seem to bring their commandments down from the mountain.
It's the conductor, as the latter creates a frequency that allows for spirit to be present on the earth plane.
Now, which leads me to the movie Fifth Element. How many people saw this movie? You got to go see this movie. If you didn't see, you can't sleep on, look, you can't sleep on nothing. Anytime you see some shit, science fiction, you can't sleep on it. You got to go see it when we go into it. But this is very interesting that you understand this. Now, if you notice, first of all, the Fifth Element was also, you saw it. They were in the pyramids, 1914. It was in some, not a pyramids, but some type of temple. And the monsters came in, or what they call this particular alien, or whatever this deal is, was actually the ancient black man. Now, if you notice, first of all, the Fifth Element was also a form of Hitler's secret society. He had a secret government called the Fifth Element also, too. Now, the Fifth Element also, too. It was a secret government also, too. But if you notice, it was based on 4 stones, what? Water, air, earth, fire. And the fifth element was supposed to be the girl, which in actuality, all stones combined together inside of you, that's what it is. It's just nothing but talking about melanin. It's basically what it's talking about, melanin. Now, also, if you notice, they clone the body within a few seconds or minutes in the movie. That letting you know that how fast they can actually clone a body.
Still have time.
Time not important, only life important.
Melanin is the chemical key to life. There is nothing else to study in science but melanin. We call it chemi, which means black. The people who study melanin particles call what they're studying, the science is called chemistry. What you call chemistry, the study of melanin particles. that go around in an orbit, and we call them electrons, protons, solitons. Those are melanin particles. That's why we call it chemistry. And the country you come from is called Kemet, which some people call Egypt. There's nothing else to study but melanin. And if you study chemistry or heard of chemistry and haven't heard the word melanin, you have just been studying social science.
This text in which we find that Africans had talked about melanin under the heading of the word chem, K-M. What does chem mean? It means black. And as Carol Barnes in this book did make known, that the study of chemistry, istory, study of chem black, is really the study of blackness. In particular, the study of organic chemistry. The study of those chemicals that contain large amounts of the atom known as carbon, C-A-R-B-O-N. Carbon, the same atom that makes up diamond earrings, diamond rings, crystalline form, but in its more liquid form, it is blackness. The graphite on your pencil? What about the blackness on your skin? The black in your coloring of your eyes? The black in your brain, yes, melanin in the core of the brain. So that in this book, the biological record of blackness as it operates in biological systems from before birth, from conception, all the way through the gestation in the mother's womb and the birth thereafter. We could show blackness in every life stage. Go through some examples and I'll kind of work it on through. The examples of it is that there's melanin present in your mother's egg and the father's spermatozoa. And when these two cells meet, the egg is fertilized by the spermatozoa and the DNA from both cells join together. Where is our dear friend melanin? It is present in the outer layer of this fertilized egg. So the outer layer of the fertilized egg, or zygote, or what you call a blastula stage, later gastrula stage, or the ectoderm, is black. Contains black pigment. And this is true of not only blacks, Asians, and browns. It's true of mammals, higher primates, advanced mammals, lower mammals, amphibians, reptiles, birds, fish. Any animal that has a backbone has the same pattern. And why is that the case? Because melanin is God's felt point pen. What do we mean by that? That melanin is a neurotoxic agent. What is neurotoxic? Toxic, to develop lines of growth, neurons. Melanin sets up electromagnetic gradients or lines of force by which, as the cells develop, they migrate along these lines, just as you might have a blueprint, and station themselves along the lines of these electromagnetic fields.
Did things together in life, and Muhammad always predicted from a small boy that he would be the world's heavyweight champion. And I want to exclusively bring that out because he always told the kids in the neighborhood, I'm going to be champ of the world, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. A few of them laughed at Muhammad, but he always had the strong mind, the determination to stick by his words. And he did it.
Tell us about hide and seek before you sit down.
In front of the world, I love him with all my heart. He's beautiful people.
All right.
In order to understand the importance of this subject, we have to look into the most important subject in the history of humanity. What is our origin, and who or what is God? Because that question, the answer to that question is wrapped up into what we're talking about right now. Again, what is our origin and who or what is God, or the primal power that created all things or finite things from nothing? or what we consider nothing. The subject of the science of what black or blackness is answers the question. Now, what is this a picture of? This is an atomic reconfiguration of carbon and the atomic points it takes in your DNA. Octahedral, 8 sides, hexagonal, 6 sides. So, right in your cells right now, the thing that you call melanin, this octahedral shape is what captures light frequencies and retains them and makes you what you call deeply hued or black. This is the pyramid body. That's what you have, the pyramid body. So when they placed here, it was a cosmic communication in simple biology and chemistry. And this was the symbol of what? Perfection. Level science ain't high level science. This is your DNA right here. That melanin, that liquid light that's in your body. In the universe, you always need a negative and a positive to create life. Right. So our perception of what is positive and negative is thrown. What we should be looking at is what is dysfunctional. Because negative in the body is the electron that gives you energy. Positive is the matter. The matter and energy go together, they marry and they make a union. So when you say black is negative, in the sense of the colloquial understanding is misunderstanding. Right. Dysfunctional is when you don't understand what it absolutely means.
And the sun is a very profound one. This is why in ancient Kemet, our ancestors actually used the sun as the primary symbol for God. Okay. Because just as the world revolves around God, everything living revolves around the sun. And without that sun, your melanin does not get activated. Your third eye, pineal gland, does not get activated. Nothing can really survive without the sunlight, including us. Mm.
Mm-hmm. So you think you love God so much, you think God made bad hair? It made good hair. Mm-hmm. And you still like him? Mm-hmm. No, your hair is to your body what a leaf is to a tree. And that whole process of photosynthesis. When you cut, that's what nappy hair is, because of your melanin. The sun cannot come in at the speed it comes in without running you crazy. So God twisted it so it got to go through them coils to slow up.
Any basic level geneticist, any basic level biologist will tell you not only do we have carbon in our DNA, in our skin, from billions of years old exploded stars, which they call stardust. What they failed to tell you is stardust is genetic material. So your DNA and the molecular structure of yourself is created outer space.
We made from the same stuff that stars are made of.
I'm living how I want it. Look at me, I'm shining like a big star. Could it be a shining like a big star? Tell me what your dreams are.
1848, Arnold Berthold discovers testosterone. Many scientists were curious about the testicles, whether they contained vital juices and how they worked.
The melatonin is also produced in the pineal gland, but also your sperm is also produced off the brain and all of that too. Now this is what the key is. This is what I found out. Y'all all right?
If you're watching this video right now, then you probably might be the luckiest person ever to meet me. You're gonna have a lucky day, lucky comments, lucky likes, and lucky subscribers.